Morning or afternoon or evening, there's another day gone. Welcome to week 2 of this month's coffee and cards. So we're January 2023 and we're using the Let's Set sale bundle, which has the stamp set and matching punch. And I'm Linda from lindaspapercraft.co.uk. And today we're stamping the boat on the envelope and on the card, and we're using this new shimmer paper, which has got a really nice texture to it. So if you went for the gold option, you've got a whole pack of this. If you and an extra thing from Celebration. If you just went for the silver, you've just got what you need to make these cards. Right, so let's get started, as they say in YouTube land. And I have my kit here. So, quite a few bits of paper in this one, or card rather in this one. So, now at the time of filming, the Background Designer Series paper, which is the Waves one, was in the clearance rack. It is retired. So it's worth a look just to check. It's always worth keeping an eye on the clearance rack, to be honest, because sometimes it's amazing bargains. So, right, my inks I've used today are Night of Navy, Calypso Coral and Sahara Sand. But it's, you know, fairly neutral, so you can choose what you want. And so you've got a little piece for your sentiment and a piece to mount it on. Then you've got a piece of Designer Series paper, piece for the inside of your card, and then we've got soft sea foam A6 card blank, and then put that to one side for a second. You have a strip of the new shimmer paper, which I've just shown you, and a piece to mount it on. Then you've got a longer strip of basic white, and this is for your boat. And I've left this in because this is how I stamped it. Because if you stamp it like this, you can easily punch it out, and you're getting as much boat as you can out of one piece of paper. So I think it is, yeah, it's next week where I'll show you how to stamp the boat in one colour all at once. But that's next week. Let's start here at this week. So not a huge amount of stamping. I have also decorated the envelope, as you can see. So if we just do our stamping first, leave the card and the example there. Let's get rid of that for now. Put the envelope there. Okay, and as I said, we need Night of Navy, Sahara Sand and Calypso Coral. So pop those there at the top. Right, and get the stamp set out. So, oops, I'm going to start with the mast. And I'm just going to pop that down on my paper and then pick it up with my block, and I'm going to stamp that at the end of this piece. Okay, so don't know why I'm looking over there for my Sahara Sand while it's here. So while I've got this on, I'll do the envelope as well. Okay, so this goes at this end. There we are. And then I will stamp the envelope. Now, as I say, it happened in the last week's class as well. This sale is longer than you think, so I'm just going to move that boat slightly over. So if I just put that there so I can see where it is. So that's probably about just over ½ a centimetre. So if you take it in just over 1 centimetre, then we should be okay at getting the whole of the sail on the boat. So I'm just taking that over about 1 centimetre, just a bit over 1 centimetre actually, and I'm popping that down. Okay, so, and the next colour I'm going to do is my Calypso Coral. I have just noticed the sea I've done here, I've actually done that in Balmy Blue, which matches this. So there is a third ink in the setup. Sorry, My iPad's on silent, but my home notifications are ignoring that and continue to ding, which is really quite annoying. So let's pop that back and we'll get the big, and the big sale I've done using first generation stamping. So I'm just going to tap on the ink pad. Oh, can you see I've just got a little bit of ink on here, so I am going to wipe that off before I stamp. Excuse my head. So we're lining this up just off to the side of the mast, like that. There we go. And then we are going to stamp it on our strip with the top of the sail to your right. Okay, so to the edge, top of your sail, just to the edge, leaving enough room for it to be punched out. You don't want it right up to the edge, so but you just need enough room to let the punch do its work. Put that away. Now getting the little sail. So this time I'm going to do second generation stamping. So to save my backing sheet, I've actually got some scrap A4 here folded in half, and I'm just going to stamp that off, and then that needs to go with the bottom of the sail to the right instead of the top of the sail, and just pop it between the other two. There we go. And then again stamp it off. And then stamp the front sail there. Okay, so that's our boat. I just need to get the balmy blue out to do the sea. You could do it in balmy blue or stamp off on the Night of Navy. Either would work. Do second generation stamping. Okay. So I'm just going to do the blue on the envelope. Okay. So just see the boat through. There we go. There's its reflection. You've gone a bit too far right, but you get the idea. Okay, and then we'll get this out and do the sentiment. So that's our envelope finished. That can go over there. Hope it's your best day ever. So I'm going to use my grid lines to get that straight. Put the block on straight. Put my paper, tiny piece of paper, straight. And then in theory, the sentiment will go on straight, and I've just stamped it over towards the right hand side. There we go. Don't forget you've got the emergency other side if you need to, and also if you want to use your Stamparatus, then if you're not super confident on stamping on such a small piece of card with a block, then use your Stamparatus. All right, so let's put that away. So that's all our stamping done. So we are going to be putting together. Right, so that was my example. So, right, and now I'm going to punch these out. So as you can see, because I've done it this way, that sail fits there. because they take a bit of sorting out to these builder punches, because you don't want to end up just punching out 3 boats. So that's that one. And then if we come in from here, oh, a bit too, yeah, I'd forgotten I needed to do it towards the edge. It's fine, we'll do this one and then we'll come back to that. Okay, so we'll just, I tend to find the best thing to do is line up the mast and the flag. There we go. Okay, and then I just need to trim off this at this side so it gets close enough to punch. I've got some scissors out. Where have they gone? Where have they gone? There they are. Right, so I'm just taking that little bit off there. And then I'm just going to slide that in and twiddle it around. There you go, so you can see the edges. And I always just sort of hold it but not cut it to check I'm happy, and then cut. So, and with these build-up punches you do end up with loads of little bits that you don't need. Right, so let's get rid but not of the proper ones. So that is not a proper mast. That is a proper sail. That's not a proper, that is. Right, so I'll just get rid of these in the paper bin. Right. Okay, so we'll build this card up. Start from the middle. Now, because there's so many layers on the front, in theory you can write on this. However, because there are so many layers on the front, I've put an extra piece of white in the back to balance it, to counterbalance. So there we go. Oops. See, a bit of wiggle room. I'm just giving my iPad killing looks for keeping dinging. I should be giving my husband killing looks later, see if he can sort it out. I'm married to a tech geek, so everything's automatic in our house. And seems to shout a lot. So this is just centering on the front, just a very small border around the outside. And then we'll stick this glimmer paper. You can see here the texture. I'm going to see if it embosses. I think it'll go a little bit flatter, I think, if it embosses. Or it doesn't stretch, so I have to have a play. So because it's ridged, I'm adding sort of an extra little bit of glue, doing my little swirls. So hopefully we catch it all. You can hear the glue running on the ridges. So again, just 1/4 centimetre border all the way around. It's very bizarre. I hadn't realised it was textured until it arrived. It's in the new catalogue, which goes live on Thursday, on the 5th of January. If you haven't got a demonstrator already and want a copy of one, just drop me a message. You can email me, my details are below, and I shall, with your address obviously, and I shall pop one in the post for you. So, lots and lots of lovely new stuff in the new catalogue. Also, if you are watching this, oh actually yeah, this goes out, this will have, I always film these at the beginning of the month, so the new catalogue will be out when you watch this video. But still, I've got lots of copies if anybody wants one. Okay, so just adding that to the bottom of the card, and then we're going to add our boat. Some little dots all the way up. Get the fancy tweezers out. So let's just see. I think I'm going to have it going less leaning forward on this one, or with the bow as up as I did the first one. These tweezers are a godsend. I actually got them in a kit because we needed to do something with an iPhone. And the toolkit it came with hadn't had these tweezers in. I was like, yep, mine. Right, I'm having these. And they've got a really big gripping area, so they're brilliant. And there we go. So, and there we are. Hope it's your best day ever. I am loving this set. It's really flexible. I've even used the sentiment in with another stamp set in my Stamp Around UK blog hop, which is also on here. Adventure Awaits, I think it was. It's just a fabulous stamp set. Right, so there you go. 2 cards and their matching envelopes. Right, thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, then click on me below. And always appreciate a thumbs up. It all helps with the algorithm. And I shall see you next week. Take care. Bye.